Hello children, welcome to my English class. Today we will be doing chapter 2 from English literature reader Snowflakes. Written by Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. The name of the poet is not mentioned in your book. So Henry Wadsworth Longfellow was an American poet and educator whose works include Paul Revere's Ride, The Song of Hiawatha and Evangeline. He was the first American to translate Dante Alighieri's Divine Comedy and was one of the fireside poets from New England. So in this poem, he writes about the expression of thought upon seeing the snow. Longfellow is conveying how the snow falls but with a sadder tone to it. The poem has a combination of a relaxing atmosphere and a melancholy tone. The relaxing atmosphere is created by the words silent and soft and slow, and the melancholy feeling develops with the words travel and grief. So, snowflakes is a symbol of winter season. It is also taken as a symbol of sadness and grief, as everything is either stopped or become slow. So out of the bosom of the air, out of the cloud folds of our garments shaken, over the woodlands brown and bare, over the harvest fields forsaken, silent and soft and slow descends the snow. Bosom here means heart, garments means clothes, woodland forests, forsaken means to abandon, to leave, descends means to pass from a higher to lower place. So how the snow falls from higher level to lower level. So you can see the snowflakes come from the heart of the air. Clouds here represents nature's garments. Here it is seen as nature's garments. So when the clouds shake, there is snowfall. The snowflakes are falling over the woodlands, that is forest, brown and bare, over the harvest fields forsaken. So woodlands brown and bare means, as you can see in winter season, the trees are almost without leaves and the leaves also turn brown. And over the harvest fields forsaken. The farmers abandon their fields, they leave their harvesting fields. Why? Due to thick layers of snow. The snowflakes do not make any sound. They are soft, they fall silently and slowly. Then even as our cloudy fancies take suddenly shape in some divine expression, even as the troubled heart doth make in the white countenance confession, the troubled sky reveals the grief it feels. So in the second stanza, fancies means imagination, divine means holy or godlike, doth means does, countenance means appearance, confession means act of admitting. So fancies, as we know, means imagination. So our imaginations are like clouds. Suddenly they change their shape. Sometimes what we feel or think is converted to some divine expression because God is there and He hears our feelings and fulfills it. Here trouble means problem. So as we have problems, nature also has problems and feelings. So due to our problems, we feel sad. Okay, and it is reflected when we are sad. So how do we solve our problems? Sometimes we go in another place or we share our feelings with our friends or confess them. But nature, that is the sky, how it express its feelings. So the sky, nature cannot speak. That is the sky. So the sky admits in white countenance. White countenance means, here white means the snowflakes. It expresses its sadness through snowflakes. So the sky shows its grief through snowflakes, which is white in color. This is the poem of the year, slowly in silent syllables recorded. This is the secret of despair, long in its cloudy bosom hoarded, now whispered and revealed to wood and field. So recorded here means written. Syllables means a unit of human speech that is taken by listener as a single sound. Despair means to be hopeless, sadness. Here it means problem. Hoarded means collected, whispered, speaking in a quiet voice. So the poet says that the poem he had written is a poem of air. It is written slowly and silently. Some of the problems we keep within ourselves. Right? It is they are collected and kept within us. We do not share or express. So nature has also problems which are not shared. So the secret of the air, they are collected. The secret of the air is kept within the heart of the clouds. So we keep within ourselves, and the secret of the air is kept within the heart of the clouds. So when we have lot of problems, we feel that if we share, we will get relief. Similarly, nature also wants to share its problems. So with whom Mother Nature share her problems? With the forests and field. And in the form of what? In the form of snowflakes. So the poet has treated the elements in nature so beautifully that they all seem to be living. He has highlighted the nature's grief as we do through winter season. So winter here is symbolized as problems and snowflakes are symbolized as grief. Thank you, children.